Well, I wasn't going to do this. I just wasn't going to make any more videos about any of this kind of stuff, replying to Eli and whatnot, but I don't know. I kind of like doing this. It's fun. It's something to do. I'm just kind of whatever right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's bottom line, I suppose it's the bottom line. You don't really know, Eli, about, what people's motives are. I mean, you assume, you guess. You fill in the blanks, right? Because you have no idea, what's going on between people or two people, me and Jamie in this particular instance. I mean, one of the things that you said, and I only watched about 10 minutes of you talking about me, and I don't know how much more you really talked about me, and I was just like, okay, I got the gist of it. And because I went back and watched it last night. I was over on Jamie's stream while I didn't even know you were streaming. Excuse me. I didn't even know you were streaming until later. Anyway, so I just went back, watched your replay, caught about 10 minutes of what you said about me, and so. But one of the things you said about me was, or us, really, technically, that of course Jamie spent 3 hours with you on the phone because he's desperate and he's trying to keep you on his side. Okay. So, yeah, of course, because Jamie and I have never talked on the phone before for a few hours. Yeah, that's never happened before, Eli. I mean, it's weird that you would just assume that, like this is like the first time or like one of like very few times that Jamie and I have ever talked on the phone, or via, like, a video call on the computer via Messenger. Yeah, because this is the first time Jamie, I could just hear it in his voice. I could hear it in Jamie's voice. He was desperate to keep me on his side. So, and actually one of the things Jamie even, he's said this a few times to me recently, is like, why do you stay here? You don't need to stay here. Just go, just leave. He's told me. And then of course you're going to come back and say, oh, that's just part of the manipulation. Okay. I mean, I'm not even going to share, certain details about the things Jamie and I talk about. I mean, it's just weird, dude. I mean, Jamie and I just have that kind of a friendship. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe that intimidates you or bothers you because you wanted to have that kind of a friendship with Jamie. I don't know. Maybe that's what this is, and now I'm guessing and speculating, but maybe that's what this is. You're just jealous because, technically you and Jamie knew each other before Jamie and I knew each other, and you wanted to be his friend, and he didn't want to be friends with you, and Jamie and I became friends. Maybe it's because we just have a lot of common interests. Did you ever think about that? Jamie and I just, we just have a lot of the similar kind of thinking about things, but whatever. I mean, whatever, now it's, oh, you guys are gay. Okay, we're gay. Because two guys just can't be good friends, it can't be that kind of a relationship. Just guys who just know each other in that kind of a way, it's just, y'all are fucking weird, man. Seriously, y'all are some, I mean, look, I'm fucked up, man, but I'm not emotionally stunted, man. I mean, my problem is too much fucking emotion. Y'all are and you're thinking, a lot of y'all's thinking out there is really, like, limited. Whatever, it's your deal. I don't give a fuck. You're gay. So anyway, yeah, it's just not, I mean, that's your paranoia. That's your paranoia talking. Jamie's, that Jamie's manipulating me. Excuse me, trying to keep me here. No, dude, you're projecting. Okay, that's you projecting again. That's what projection is. This is another good example of projection. You're projecting your psychology onto other people. That's how you think. Okay? That's because your paranoia always fills in the blanks and invents those kinds of stories. That it's about he's manipulating you. Dude, I remember, way back. I'm sure it's a thing that you probably wanted to forget, and I get it, but look, man, I remember hearing you, the way you talked behind the scenes with your little crew, or what you thought was your crew at the time, with Granny Monster and ODN and I forget that one chick's name, that Irish, what was her name? Anyway, and then whoever else you had on your crew, and then ODN recorded all your private conversations and released them after he got pissed off at you. I remember some of the way, you were, I mean, whatever. I'll just leave it at that, man. I don't know if it's still out there, people. Yeah. And you were, well, anyway. So, dude, that's on you, man. Don't get mad at me for bringing it back up. Damn it. I got some shit in my throat today. Don't, I'm just bringing it up because it's a good example of just your paranoia. And just in the way you kind of act out at people, You could do some kind of shady shit. I don't know, maybe you're not doing shady shit anymore. I don't know. When you say you're not, I'll take your word for it, but, until proven wrong otherwise. But, those of us who were around back then, we all know. Jamie's Corner, she knows. She knows all too well, And look, and some really fucked up shit got done to you, and I, okay, but I think you're still carrying that kind of shit around. But anyway, whatever. All right, so, yeah, it's just, fuck, dude. Okay. I mean, Jamie's manipulating me again, because I'm just so weak and spineless, and I just can't stand up for myself. Because it couldn't possibly be that, I just have a friendship, that kind of a friendship with Jamie, where we can not talk for a while and then just pick up where we left off, Maybe we just are those kinds of friends. It's a thing. So anyway. Yeah, dude, I just, but as far as the rest of the kind of stuff, yeah, of course I want to, move on to a more positive environment. But again, the YouTube stuff is whatever, man. And the podcast it is what it is. It's for fun and, all that kind of stuff. And again, most of what I'm trying to do is, it's related to film. It's film work, screenwriting, predominantly screenwriting stuff. I picked up all the other stuff, I went to film school. I spent my first 2 years as an undergrad in film school. It was a associate's program at the Minneapolis Community College. Check into it, man. The Minneapolis Community College, not just you, but anybody who's interested, the Minneapolis Community College has a fantastic filmmaking program. I mean, you like, really? Yeah. And this is back when Bruce Mamer was running it, 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago now. This is 2000. I was there from 2000 to 2002 because well, anyway, irrelevant details. Yeah. So but anyway, this whole screenwriting thing is what I want to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. But I started doing all the other stuff because, it's fucking hard, man. People have no idea how hard it is to break into fucking Hollywood, especially as a screenwriter, because everybody writes screenplays. There's so many every year. There are so many screenplays that float around through Hollywood. And so I went the indie route and, tried to produce my own stuff. And, we got Hair Trigger. We got Hair Trigger out there. So, working on other stuff still. It's hard, man. It's hard putting together a movie production. Even at an indie level, it's hard, man. Managing schedules and getting everybody on the same page and, just getting the script where everybody's happy with it, all the above the line people. So, that's where my interests lie. Always has. The YouTube stuff is the YouTube stuff. It's like a hobby. But the podcast is a little bit more than a hobby. I mean, it's something if it took off, I'd be like way happy with it. But I do it because it's fun. I like talking to people, like I said. So check it out, Reflections. And yeah, I am going to do an episode this week with GLM. GLM is going to be on Reflections this Sunday, so check that out. It should be interesting. I'm going to interview her. We're going to sit down later today and talk, so that should be fun. Yeah, because GLM's interesting. Say what you want about her, but she's interesting. So, all right, I guess that's really all I have to say about all this. I don't really. I mean, if you want to keep going back and forth, I'm not the one who wants. I don't care about going back and forth. And you can again, I was kind of shocked, to see how you spun everything last night. I mean, you are weaving your own narrative and putting it out there with a lot of stuff that just isn't true. And I just don't like that. That's what I don't like. I just don't like the MJam thing completely. I mean, blatantly. And there's if you want to, there's a record of it. It was on Twitch. It was, and I can't remember if it was Jamie's stream or Amber's stream that Side Eye suggested MJam. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Archer Media. What are the first two letters in Archer Media? AM. MJ. What are the first two letters in MJ? MJ. MJAM. MJam. MJ Archer Media. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, you even kind of stumbled on that, trying to convince yourself, I mean, anyway. And then, Jamie's manipulating me. Of course he was on the phone with you for 3 hours. He's desperate. Okay. Yeah, because I've never been on the phone with Jamie for a few hours. Just talking about whatever, man, You're an interesting one, Eli. I got to give you that, man. You're an interesting one. You are. But you make up a lot of shit, dude. You do. You just do. You make up a lot of shit. So, there it is, man. For the record, take it easy.